Okay, I'm going to make this video about why I hate being single. I'll give you my reasons why why being single is something I absolutely hate, and why it is so frustrating to me to be almost 53 in less than 2 months. Oh wait, almost 2 months. I will be 53 years old, and so anyway I'll be 53 and still, something missing on my ring finger. Yeah. So anyway, and I will still be single. And if I will ever meet Miss Right, I do not know. I know I should trust God. I know I should put my faith in God that whatever happens is for the best, but it's like it is so frustrating. It is so frustrating to, to not get the things in my life that I wanted the most. I've wanted to be married, have kids, have a great car, have a nice car, have a great home, have a great job since I was 4. Okay? And I wanted to be tall. There's 5 or 6 things I wanted since I was 4. Okay? And I've only had one of them. I've only had one of the things I wanted since I was 4 in my life. It is so frustrating. If I could, when I die and I'm standing before God, I'm going to go, why did I have to wait forever, almost forever, for 50 years before I got married? If I get married before, in just over a year, before I turn 54, which would be, 14 months from now, almost to the day, that I would turn 54. Why have I had to wait so long for that to happen? For me to finally meet Miss Right. It's like, God, show me why. I want to know why I've had to wait this long. Okay. I mean, if you're a lady out there and you're single, never married, I totally understand. If you've wanted to have kids, I can, it's probably, you've probably had it harder than I have. But, when it comes to me having kids, I could, but why would I want to be 50 years older than my kid? Why would a kid want to have a father who's 50 years older than they are? I mean, so I think that having kids, I think having kids, I think that ship has sailed and is gone. Okay. I probably could, but I don't want some kid to grow up with a father that's 50 years older than they are. It's like, come on, are you kidding? I'm old enough to be their grandfather, for crying out loud. I could be their grandfather, but I'm old enough to be their grandfather. But yeah, so I wouldn't want to put a kid through that, you know? So anyway, yeah, I just not getting what I've always wanted. I've always wanted a wife. I've always wanted kids. I've always wanted a great job, a great home, live in a great house and have a great car, you know? Yeah, and be tall. And that's the only thing I've ever gotten. The only thing I've ever gotten is being tall. That's it. You know? I guess the cars I've had haven't been so bad. You know? But, like, oh, excuse me for being so tired, but it's after 3 a.m. So that's why I'm tired, and I should get to bed. But anyway, man, why are you doing this to me? Doggone it, why? Man, can anybody understand how much it sucks to be the only sibling who is not married? The only one out of 6 kids to not be married? Is there anyone out there who knows what that's like? To if you do, leave your comments on the bottom and tell me what your situation is like, and maybe your situation is worse. I don't know. I'm sure there are people who are in worse off situations than I'm in. You might be somebody who's in a wheelchair and can't walk and can't take care of themselves, have never been married, have to be pretty much taken care of 24/7. Maybe that's your situation. If that's the case, then yeah, your situation is worse than mine is, because I can't take care of myself. I can't drive thanks to this stupid VA saying, "Oh, I can't take the chance of you driving because my blood sugar is too high." But anyway, number one reason that I hate being single. I've always wanted to have kids. I've always wanted to be a dad. Um, you know, at almost 53, that ship has sailed. Most likely sailed. Even if I do marry someone who was 30, man, I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Maybe being 50 years older, my kid won't be so bad. But, I don't know. I just don't know if that's... excuse me again. If that's possible. Well, it would be possible if I marry someone who's just over between 30 and 40, but I don't know if I should do that. Let's see. Number 2. Number 2 reason why being single sucks. Because, you don't have somebody to come home to. You know, where I live, I could get a dog, but I could get a small dog because that's the only kind you can have in this building. You know, is a small one. Great, you know, but excuse me, but I want a dog's dog. You know, I don't want one of those tiny little yippy dogs that, you know, you nips at your shins, you know, she nips at your ankles all the time. You know, I want a dog that's gonna take an arm off or a leg off of a burglar that breaks in sometime. You know, now that's a dog, you know, that is a dog. None of these little yippy dogs, but, anyway, yeah, but, oh man, it just stinks to be single, it does. Oh, it does. You know, you don't have, oh, oh, got it. Sorry about that. Oh, man. Anyway, okay, so that's number 2. Number 3, you're almost alone all the time. You know, I've got my older brother staying with me tonight, but he's got something he has to go to later on this morning, and then come back and we'll go to where our parents live, and then drive down to his place, in which he will be driving and I will be in the co-pilot seat because I can't drive. Thanks to VA. Anyway, yeah, but you are so alone. You know, you are so lonely all the time when you're single. When you don't have someone to come home to, when you don't have somebody to love, you know, to love you back, to tell you how much you mean to them, you know, it sucks. It totally sucks. Okay. I mean, if you're married and you wish you were single, you know, fine, then introduce me to your wife and, you know, let me get to know her and let me find out if you have a good reason to want to be single or not. You know, maybe you do have a good reason. I don't know. Maybe you did screw up when. Excuse me. Again. Maybe you did screw up when you got married. You know, there are people that do that. You know. I mean, I am so sick of not meeting Miss Right or meeting Miss Right and she doesn't want to move here. You know, I could probably, you know, my last girlfriend, you know, wasn't expecting anything, wasn't trying to make, wasn't expecting, you know, to meet a wonderful lady, you know, to do what I did, which was to work at the sugar beet piling, you know, in 2011. you know, didn't expect to meet the right one, and there she was, and we got together after it was over with, you know. And anyway, but yeah, so, but, mm, she won't move here. Oh man, sorry again. But anyway, I'd have to move there, which would not be exactly easy, you know. Anyway, let's see let's see how many do I have? 3 reasons. 3 so far. Let's see. There's some other reason why I hate being single. It's like I'm the only sibling. I'm the only one of my parents' 6 kids who is not married. Not married, no kids. You know, the only one. You know, you feel like such a loser when you're single, though. Oh man. I mean, it's like, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you married? You know, you're not married, so something's got to be wrong. Something has to be, you know, something has to be extremely wrong with you not to be married. You know, and that feeling sucks. You know, I mean, even though, you know, when in high school, I understand. I was as popular as a porcupine at a balloon tying contest. Okay, I get it. But that still doesn't mean I'm not good enough for somebody to want to marry me. I mean, come on. There's a lot of people out there that, you know, they're complete pieces of crap who are married. Okay? There's no way they should be married. There's a lot of people like that. And yet, why are they married and I'm not? Why did they find the right one and I haven't? You know, that sucks. That sucks. That sucks. You know, I see videos of people are like, oh, you're not being single is great. You know, yeah, you're in your 20s. Oh man, sorry. You know, you see people in their 20s saying that, 20s or 30s saying that. You know, but by the time they want to get married, you know, they're going to want to get married by the time they're at past 35. By the time they're 35, they're going to want to get married in the worst possible way. Okay. Some people who are older than me, it's like, if you're in one of your late 50s and 60s, sorry. If you're in your late 50s and 60s and you're still single and you're happy about it, leave me a comment and tell me why you're happy. You know, because chances are you're full of crap. But anyway, I gotta get to bed. Oh man, I gotta get something to drink too. My throat, what the heck?